My Survivor experience has been amazing growth, I think, is like the biggest thing I can say. I mean, I started this game under my mom's wing and thinking like, I can't do this and I can't do that, I'm not going to be good at this. And through the course of my entire time here, I was always surprising myself with like everything I did, constantly just being like, I just did that. And as I'd go on, I'd be like, I can't get that person to flop, you know, I'm going to go home, I can't win a challenge. And then I'm winning challenges, and I'm getting people to flop, and I'm socially playing the game, and I'm helping my mom play the game. I mean, I got to a point where my mom was taking my advice, and I felt like I was the Survivor player, you know, teaching my mom. So for me, the biggest word is just growth. A growth in the game, a growth personally, a growth spiritually, a growth as a mom, just incredible growth, and I couldn't have asked for anything more. You know, I came into this game with my mom. We didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know if I was going to get to play with her, if I was going to play against her, but just excited to go into it with her. And when we get here and we find out we're going against each other, it was immediate panic. And I can't do this without my mom. But being able to be pushed into that position made me and my mom grow closer. I mean, the fact that we had that distance apart, but I'd see her at challenges, and when she got voted out, just the emotional stress I felt, it brought us so close together, so incredibly close. So proud of my mom and the game she played. I mean, she kicked butt at challenges, and that's history. She made history, and I know she's proud of me, and we grew as friends. You know, she's always been my mom, and I always knew she'd be there for me, but we're leaving with a true friendship, and I feel like I could tell my mom anything, I could do anything, and my mom would always, continue to love me and continue to be my friend. I learned not to doubt myself. I learned that I am so much smarter than I think I am. I learned I am so much stronger than I feel like I am. And I learned whenever there's those moments where I'm thinking, I can't do that. No, Ciera, you can do that. Like, why do you keep doubting yourself? Because in this game, I always doubted, I can't do that. And then I would do it. And then yet again, I doubt myself again. I can't win this challenge. Hayden needs to win because I can't win. And then I'd win. And I'm like, Ciera, stop picturing yourself at number 4 spot. Picture yourself at number 1 spot because you can do it. And I'm taking such a huge confidence out of this game. I know now going into my everyday life, there's nothing I cannot do. Nothing. I mean, and I'm going to give everything 100%, never doubt myself. And that's amazing thing to take out of the game is a confidence, a reassuredness, a sense of myself. And I would love to win $1 million. Don't get me wrong. That's why I came here. But to take so much from the game and last how much I've lasted and accomplished everything I've wanted to, accomplish to that point is a huge, huge task in itself. And it feels amazing. I would say at the beginning of the season was my hardest time because I was trying to figure out, how do you play this game as Survivor? How do I get from being at the bottom to being at the top? And I was always at the bottom. I mean, my name was written down more than anybody, especially early in the game. As week after week, it was always me going home. Is it going to be Ciera or Marissa? Ciera or Rachel? Ciera or John? Ciera or Brad? And that short period of time was so hard for me, but at the end of the day, that was where I did my most growth. That's where I learned how to play the game through those periods of time. And that was definitely the hardest time I had out there was early on. As I grew in the game, I started having amazing moments. I started realizing, wow, I'm in an alliance of 4 other guys. Hayden, Caleb, Tyson, Jervis, and myself are in this alliance. And at that moment, I felt a power because I felt like I'm the only girl in this alliance. They all want to take me to the end, and I could do anything right now and be great. And as time went on, I still found myself in an alliance, with different people, but I was always in a strong alliance. I was always in the alliance that was making the vote. And then I got to that moment in the game where I needed to make a move outside of my alliance, and I needed to put my stamp on the game for Ciera, not for my alliance. And that's when I decided I was going to go to Rocks. And I was going to go to Rocks because I knew it was my time. This is my time. If I go home tonight because I'm drawing Rocks, I'm going home because I put up a fight, because this was my moment, and we're going out Ciera's way. And I forced everybody to go to Rocks. That was my biggest moment. That was my fearless moment. That was where I threw everything to the wind and I said, I don't give a crap. You know, I know I'm in this alliance. I know I have a steady ride to 4, but I don't want to be 4. I want to be 1, and I'm going to show you guys how much I want to be 1. My Survivor experience was undescribable. I came here. I had the time of my life. I put myself out there for the most raw form of me for everybody to see and took this huge risk. I met people who I'll have lifelong relationships with, great friendships with. I grew incredibly. I mean, in 39 days to grow as much as I've grown has been amazing. My relationship with my mom is the best thing and the biggest thing for me out here. We've grown so much closer. I couldn't imagine this experience with anyone else. And the fact that it was me and her out here, mother, daughter, and we were the last loved one in the game was a huge milestone and something to be so incredibly proud of. And I will remember this for the rest of my life.